Hey y'all, it's Diana from the Dianaverse, and I'm here today to do your Pisces New Moon forecast. So this is the most Pisces moment of the year. Happy birthday to any Pisces out there who are watching this. And Pisces is all about the dreaminess of life. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, and as such, it encompasses everything. It's also a very spiritual sign because, again, it encompasses everything, including all of our spirituality. Pisces is a water sign. It's the two fish that are swimming in the ocean. Sometimes those fish can be going in opposite directions, and so there can be a little inertia going on there, a little push and pull. If you're feeling too distracted in life, your energy is a little bit dissipated, you can tie into the opposite sign because all the signs are on an axis. And so the opposite sign for Pisces is Virgo. So when you're feeling distracted or you're having trouble concentrating, tap into that Virgo energy where you can focus in on details in your life, and it can kind of bring you back to earth, right? Because Virgo is an earth sign. You can put your feet back on the ground if you've been surfing too much in the distractions of Pisces. So we've got a number of things going on. We've got quite a few planets in Pisces at the moment. We've got the sun and the moon, because that's what the new moon is when they are sharing space. That's why we don't see the moon from our perspective on Earth at the new moon. It's because it's being obscured completely by the sun. It's not reflecting any light back to us because it's right there with the sun. And so the moon takes on the qualities of what the sun is doing at that time, which at this moment is Pisces. I think I just mentioned Pisces is the water sign, right? So it's all about the emotions. It's the sea of feelings that we swim in. For the last couple of years, we've been having our new moons towards the ends of the sign. So it's about reintegrating a lot of things from the past, letting things go sometimes, or a lot of times even. When you're talking about emotions, that's reintegrating it into your psyche, however you manage to do that, and letting go of the trigger, the emotional charge that goes with that. We've got a couple planets in Aquarius still. We have Venus and Mars are still in Aquarius. They're still conjunct, although they are moving apart now. Venus is moving faster than Mars. So she is almost about to head into Pisces herself, where the Queen of Luxury is going to want to relax and take a hot bath and just really integrate all those things. And so, as I was talking about where the new moons fall, kind of like how those are separating, like we had that balance going on in Aquarius with Venus and Mars, the masculine and the feminine. They were in a sort of gender match where they were really on an equal footing. And now Venus is moving ahead first. The divine feminine is moving ahead first. This has been going on for a couple of years, where these are at the end of the signs. Hopefully I'm making sense here. And this particular new moon is at 20. And so we're moving back towards center with our new moons. We're still towards the end of the sign, but it's a third of the way back towards middle. And so hopefully you've integrated a lot of the things that you needed to integrate during these last couple of years, during this kind of, I like to think of the way the planets move as sort of cycles, like gears in something, like the gears on a bike or a watch, where things come around, they do certain things, and they move on, and it's a big dance going on. So this new moon, you can start to look more towards the future. Pluto has entered Aquarius. We're more into the age of Aquarius now. We've kind of moved past that age of Pisces. And the new moons are increasingly going to be more about starting our new things, our new feelings, our new projects, our new whatever. So, I hope you have some time to take a little downtime, a little me time, a little self-care time during this new moon phase. There's some dynamic tension going on between all those things in Pisces. We've got the sun and moon. We still have Saturn in Pisces, which is like the collective and where that hits reality, what's working, what's not working in the collective, in your personal life, your projects, plans, things that you're wrapping up. How is that really working in the real world for you? And then we still have Neptune in Pisces, which is a certain amount of beautiful illusion or disillusionment with things in general that are going on. And I think you can see that reflected in the world. It's kind of funny that this happens to be when Super Tuesday happened and everybody's like, what candidate am I going for, right? Illusion and disillusionment there. And so there's a little bit of tension there. It's not just an easy hot bath that you would like with the Pisces new moon. But this is probably going to be quieter because after this, as we move into Aries season, we've got eclipse season coming on. And that is definitely going to be much more dynamic than what we have now. So take your rest where you can get it. My herbal recommendation this month is a foot bath. Pisces rules the feet. And I know I have Chiron and Pisces in the first house. So I have had throughout my life continuing issues revolving around my feet. And so I am trying to put an emphasis on giving them a little more care, right? They hold us up, they move us forward. So a nice herbal bath. You could even just run some hot water in your bathtub if you don't have a pail or some kind of container that you could do a warm foot bath in. The herbs I'm recommending, I'm working with nettles right now. Also anything antimicrobial because we've had our feet covered up all winter, or if you're down south, maybe your feet have been out in various wet conditions. And so it's nice to do a little antibacterial thing. The nettles, you're absorbing lots of nice minerals. I would put some Epsom salts in there. If you're down south, you can do Bidens, which is very antimicrobial, and make yourself a nice little relaxing foot bath to end the Pisces season. Next week, we'll be moving into Mars and we'll have our spring equinox. So exciting. It's going to be moving forward in Pisces. We're still dreaming of our gardens. Aries, we start to see what's going to be real. And for the crystal this month, I'm recommending labradorite. Kind of goes with that Neptune that's in Pisces. Honing our intuition. Labradorite, if you have a piece of it, you can see into it. You can see all these beautiful colors and facets and lines, and meditating with that, putting it on your altar can help remind you to work on your intuition, because life isn't all about our brain and our thoughts, right? We have Mercury that's just moved into Aries right at the 0 degrees. So we're working on self-determination. We've also got the North Node in there. So there's a lot of emphasis on ourself, what we think, how we're healing our identities with ourselves. What else was in there? Oh, Chiron. Yeah. So Chiron is still in Aries. Chiron stays in a sign for quite some time. So it's about healing how we think about ourselves, right? The outside world can be doing whatever. Other people can see us however they do. But how we feel about ourselves is something we want to work on. Our self-talk with Mercury and Aries. Maybe trying to improve that. Most people have a lot of very self-critical self-talk. So improve how you talk to yourself. Practice that. Now, the Venus and Mars in Aquarius, as I was saying, so that future thought of how the masculine and feminine, how things move forward together. Aquarius can be a fixed sign, so it can be like, this is what I think is right, and that can be very fixed. It can be hard to change someone's mind. that is squaring our Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus. And Taurus rules Venus, and Venus is about to move into Pisces. So there's a little bit of tension going on there in how we see the feminine and how the masculine approaches the feminine. And this could be an inner conflict with all that stuff in Aries going on. How you feel with yourself, how you feel about your motivation, your passions, how that relates to your values, how you want to, what's the foundation you want to build your life on. Venus heading into Pisces, she doesn't want to work so hard, whereas Mars is maybe a little impatient, right? So you're impatient for things to get there. If you are unconscious about how you approach that, if you let yourself be impatient, with that Jupiter in Taurus conjunct the Uranus in Taurus, that can blow up real quick, right? That can just be a very unexpected reckoning, or things moving fast. Jupiter is big, Uranus is lightning, so you want to kind of watch what you're doing. If you get a little impatient for things to be a certain way, and maybe cut people slack. If you see that happening with other people, you can kind of, if you know what the stars are doing, you can kind of cut people slack and not get too triggered by that personally, because they're going through their process. So I think that's most of what's going on. Like I said, we've got the fall equinox. We'll be moving into Aries season. That's the new year of the astrological cycle. That all moved around with the Julian calendar, but Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. If you watch Astro Hub, which I do, Astrology Hub, they will be doing the treasure maps this year, which are really fun. So I would suggest tuning into that and joining in, setting your vision boards and your treasure map for the next year. I've done that and it's been really fun. Yeah, just try to surf through the feelings. I wanted to show you a tarot card for this particular lunation. It's the Prince, or the Knight of Cups. It's ruled by Pisces. I don't know if that's focusing on that so well. Nope, doesn't want to. But this is going to be a younger person in your life, most likely a more masculine person, and they are bringing in messages about the heart, the feelings, relationships. And so this could even be an internal thing, since there's so much like internal stuff going on here. It could be where your inner child is bringing you messages about how to move forward with things you want to do with your life. If it's an external thing with all the stuff in Pisces, it can be messages that come to you about how to upgrade, how to new feelings that you want to feel in your heart, how you want to move forward, and look for signs of that, like little things that can come in, little messages, and that can be fun, and it can come through other people and can come through younger people, and that can just be a really nice, heartwarming thing to focus on for this month, or this lunation, not this month. So I will be coming back in 2 weeks for the full moon forecast. I hope you will join in. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe these videos. It helps my algorithm with YouTube, that shows it to some people, or even to the people who are subscribed on time, because otherwise it can take a few days for this to come out. Yeah, and I wish you all the best for the next 2 weeks, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.